Yo, what up? What up? Let me tell you something, man. That's real talk. I was talking to my son the other day, right? And actually just schooling him, you know what I'm saying, on, you know, how to be a man, growing up into a teenager, going from teenager to, adolescence to manhood, and, you know what I'm saying? And one thing that stuck out with me, as I'm teaching him and schooling him, like, I didn't have no one to do that for me. You understand? So I grew up around a whole lot of women in my childhood. Most of my family are women. You understand? And this is the reason why, really part of the reason why I ran away from home, because I couldn't take it. It was too much estrogen going on inside my house. My mother was married, but she was married to some pussy ass motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Bitch ass nigga. This nigga ate cereal and shit, didn't cook, didn't clean, didn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Didn't do anything. My mom's waited for this man hand and foot, and this motherfucker didn't do shit in life. What? It was a piece of shit. It was just that plain and simple. So I had 3 people in the house living with me that had a whole bunch of estrogen, and one of them was the biggest pussy, and that was that nigga, my mom's fucking husband. So I left. You know what I'm saying? So I had to learn bit by bit on how to be a man. And I'm not lying. Along the way, it was bumpy. You know what I'm saying? Because I learned this shit from people in the streets. And, of course, one of the dudes, well, not even one of the dudes, there's several dudes that was whispering deceit in my ears as if he was the snake coming from the tree of life in the Garden of Eden. And these motherfuckers would tell me, hey, man, in order for you to be a man, you got to have sex with this many chicks. And, you know what I'm saying? So I grew up being a womanizer because that's how I thought I was supposed to be. Because that was part of being a man. And then, the dude, my mom's husband, he had a father. And his father, because I don't call him stepdad's grandfather, none of that shit. So that nigga had a father, and his father was a preacher. And I never forget it. This man sat me down when I was young. He was like, yo, man, you go out there, you sow your oats, and you live your life, and then you settle down when you get older. This is a preacher telling a young kid that's heavily influenced by grown-ass man to go out there and be promiscuous. So all my life, I've been, imbalanced because of the fact that I've been trying to understand what it is to be a real man. And it wasn't until I lived with my aunt, and I saw my uncle Stanley, my uncle-in-law, Stanley, go out there and bust his ass from sun up to sundown, providing for his family. It wasn't until I saw my uncle play with his children, give his children and his wife, my aunt, that type of attention that they needed, that masculine attention, is when it dawned on me that a lot of the shit that I learned when I was younger was all false, and that a real man is the head of the household. He provides, he takes care of his family, and in order for that man to be the head, everybody has to play their position. In 2022, I'm seeing more single black women with kids at the grocery store that I know for a fact the man is not there. And if he is there, he is definitely not the head of household. That the gender roles have switched, at least in the black community. And nowadays, just because the black woman makes a little bit more now, she got a college degree, so there's nothing wrong with that. It's like that man is seeing that. And I don't know whether the black woman is doing it or whether the black man is doing it to himself. Either way, his testosterone is suppressed. And when that happens, men start to produce estrogen. And to add on to that, it's the food that we eat. Definitely. Such as soy products. Definitely soy products. And nowadays, man, I just got finished seeing this rapper. What's the girl name? Glorilla. So first of all, I'm not trying to attack her. That's the first thing. The second thing is, I've never in my life heard a female call themselves a gorilla. Because that's what she's calling herself. The second thing is this broad's voice is way more deeper than the average rapper that's a dude. At the end of the day, nowadays these women are coming out masculine as a motherfucker. They're quick to get in a man's face. They smoke blunts like niggas do. They drink us under the house. And this is ridiculous. But this is the type of society that we live in, where gender roles are reversed, and anyone can be a female or male if they want to, if they so choose to. And it's nothing I can do to stop it. The only thing I can do is teach my children better. And that's what I'm teaching my children. I'm teaching them how to play that particular position in the house when they have their own house, when they create their own family. Those particular positions, well, I have daughters. I tell my daughters that a man does not want an equal. No. A man doesn't give a fuck how many damn college degrees you have. A man doesn't give a fuck how much money you make. All that's irrelevant when a man is in his position and is on top of, or rather head of the household. You ain't got to worry about that type of shit. That's not what attracts a man to a woman. What attracts a man to a woman is her being feminine, her being a nurturing soul, her being a listener, her complimenting her man. Last but not least, I know there's others, but this was the big shebang. Having trust in whatever decision that man makes. And I don't see that in these modernized relationships that these people are getting into now. Or should I say black people are getting into. And it's crazy, the black community, the black family is so disorientated till it makes no sense. But when you look at other races, let's just say that they just as fucked up as we are. They don't show it. They don't show it. The first time a nigga start cheating or cheats, pew, the chick is gone. We are so impatient when it comes to being in a relationship or a marriage. And what we fail to realize and understand is that at the end of the day, back in the days, your mom and your pops and your grandmother and your grandfather, they worked it out. They worked through their problems and situations. And your grandmother knew, Big Mama knew to stay in her place. Grandpa knew to stay in his place and play their position. I don't see how you all dating nowadays, man. Because I'll be damned if a woman try to tell me what to do. And I'm paying bills. I'll be damned if a woman raise her voice up at me and want to snap at me like she a fucking man. And it's just crazy to me how you all are so docile nowadays. Men, that is. So weak and passive. And how you allow your woman to be more of a man than you are. Yes, you want to say, oh, this nigga from the old school, he do shit the old way, you old head, and this, that, and so forth. But guess what? Let me tell you something, Poppy. Or should I call you mommy? When a woman ever step out of line while she's under my roof. And if and when she does, I'm going to put her in a fucking place. And I'm not going to put my hands on her. So stop it with the bullshit. Because I know a lot of you women I got a fucking 911 on speed dial. And you're not worth me going to jail. Straight up. Because just like you could find another nigga, let me tell you something. I could find another bitch. Matter of fact, excuse me, let me take that back. I'm going to drop that bitch that I'm with, and I'm going to find me a real woman so that she can fuck with a real man. And that's what I'm trying to tell you all young men out there. Before you go around sticking your dick inside these women, you better know who the fuck you getting into. You better know who you sticking your dick into. Because you might fuck around and stick your dick inside some chick that, well, shit, nowadays in 2022, the chick may be a dude. But aside from that, you may be sticking your dick inside a chick that thinks she's a dude. Even though she bleed, have a menstrual cycle each month, still thinking she a dude. And it's crazy, man. I don't understand that. I don't know where it happened, where the gender role switched. I just know it happened. And I hear this on YouTube, or social media, such as YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, how women will come out and say, yo, listen, the men are more feminine than the women are. And it's just like we're raising a bunch of punks. I know I came from a single household, and I couldn't take it. I didn't want to listen to my mom's. Half of the time, I don't listen to her now. She started rambling on about who died, and you know your family did this, and I don't want to hear none of that shit. I'm a real dude. I am not emotional whatsoever. I don't give a fuck who died. It doesn't make no difference to me. Does it? I don't care who's doing this and that and so forth. If they're doing something positive, then I want to hear it. Because what that does, it inspires and motivates me to do better, to do more. Other than that, I don't give a fuck if Ray in jail, this person doing that, and such. You know your cousin. I don't give a fuck. Don't call me for none of that shit. That's the reason why I don't go to the fucking family reunions, cookouts, and all that shit. It's too much estrogen. And the men that are in my family haven't picked up the baton. My grandfather died over 30 years ago. And that was a real fucking man. And nobody was able to fill his shoes. And that's a goddamn shame. That's a shame. And some of y'all may say, well, what about you? Man, I ain't doing that shit. You wanna know why? Because women have been running our family for so long, to the point where I get up and start saying this and saying that and saying, yo, we need to do this and da-da-da-da-da. You know what they gonna say? That's toxic masculinity. And that, yeah, whatever. I ain't got... Save the headache. I know I'm the head nigga in charge when it comes to my household. Let my mom step in this motherfucker. Let my aunt step in this motherfucker. Let my sister step in this motherfucker. Let a female friend step in this motherfucker. And I tell you what, either you gonna like my set of rules or not. And before you step inside my house, you're gonna have to take off those shoes. And if you don't want to, you better turn your ass back around and walk the fuck out. And you notice I included my mother in it. Because you know how you women will say, well, don't call me something that you won't call your moms and all that dumb shit. I tell you what, if my mom's disrespects me, respectfully, I'm going to ask her to leave. I'm going to put her in her place just like any other woman because I'm a goddamn fucking man. This is the reason why my channel is fucked up and the women left. Because women think that they fucking man nowadays. And when they come across a real man like me, oh, that's toxic masculinity. But it wasn't toxic masculinity when you ran up on me and got in my fucking face. That wasn't toxic. When you said, I don't give a fuck if you a man, I such and such and such, but if I'm then, you 911, oh, he hit a woman and this and that, so forth. So I supposed to sit there and let you brutalize me. Let you do whatever the fuck you want to do and say whatever the fuck you want to say to me. But that's where we're living at. Living in nowadays. Women feel as though that they can say whatever the fuck they want to say and get away with it. Let me tell you something. I don't mean no disrespect, man. But I'm being real with you. Like I'm a 90s dude. Straight up. One thing I won't tolerate and put up with is when a motherfucking black woman disrespect me and a white man does too. White people too. Straight up. But y'all have made this shit so comfortable. And yo, respect goes both ways. I don't go up the white man and like this nigga at the YMCA the other day. This motherfucker, this old fucking white man comes up to me talking about some, what are your goals? Motherfucker, get the fuck out of my face. I would never do that to someone. But why did he feel as though he could come up to me and not say, good morning, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? I see you working out. I'm sorry, you know what I'm saying? But I wanted to ask you something. None of that. Just coming up to me like, what are your goals? Man, if you don't get the fuck out of my face, you don't know my past, man. And that's the fucking problem. You don't know my past. You don't know how I used to get down. And you don't know how I get down now. And it's just crazy to me. I keep it on me. I keep it on me. How dare you come up to me and ask me some fucking question like that? And you don't even know. Don't turn your back towards me. I'm sorry. Don't turn your back towards me. Because I ain't one of them dudes that play fair. But you all have made it, has set this stage and made the climate an environment where nowadays women can say whatever the fuck they want to say to a black man, as well as white people. That ain't going my way. It's not. I'm a nice dude. Don't get it twisted. I'll talk to you, have nice conversations, but the minute you come out of your motherfucking mouth disrespecting me, it's gonna be a fucking problem. Straight up. That's the reason why I don't fuck with people. I don't underestimate no one. And I try to respect each and every one, especially a person's space. So I don't go up to black women and talk to them and none of that shit. I don't even say good morning and none of that. I want to avoid all types of altercations with people in general. But you're not gonna run my motherfucking life. You're not gonna tell me what the fuck to do, because I'm a grown ass motherfucking man. And maybe I can, you know what I'm saying, like, say the things that I'm saying because I'm a grown ass man and I act like one. I do what grown ass men do, which is take care of my family. I'm working hard as hell to make sure that nobody has to work in my house. Well, this is our house. You see what I'm saying? I want to be that person that if, you know, my daughter, my son, you know, mother, my children, they need a job or some shit like that, they could come to me and I can employ them. Because that's what we supposed to do, man. Other than that, man, I can't. Listen, man, I don't want to get married. I don't want to be in no commitment and none of that shit, because I see the way that these women are. And I'm like, yo, you got to be kidding me. I'm not wearing a motherfucking dress. Matter of fact, let me get this is crazy. I know good and goddamn well I would never get married because I'm not bending on one knee. I'm not going to look up and say, will you marry me? That's a sign of submission. And half don't want to submit. But they want us to get on one knee and give them a fucking ring that's going to put us in debt for 15 fucking years. Man, get the fuck out of here. All for some pussy? Man, get the fuck out of here, man. Bitch can't even cook and clean. And you want me to wife you the fuck up. You want me to take care of you. You want me to take care, buy your nails, buy your hair. Well, I gotta buy all that shit. Do you believe in God? Yes. Are you a Christian? Yes. So why don't you wait until God grows your nails and your hair instead of fake ones? And that's real talk. And it's no disrespect towards women that wear makeup and weave and all of that shit, especially towards the ones that don't overdo it. I'm talking about the ones that overdo it. All these fucking, you butchering up, cutting up your fucking body because you want a fat ass so bad. To the point where you don't even want to work hard to get it. You want me to pay for it. I went to fucking Miami and that shit bugged me out. Excuse me. I seen 2 motherfucking black chicks, twins. Both of them got ass titch jobs. When the fuck has it ever been where a black woman had to get a fucking ass, they had ass done? But you know what? Let me tell you something seriously. Black women are in competition with one another. Cause I'm gonna tell you, for you black women, this is some secret that y'all may or may not know. We're not interested in none of that shit. We want you natural. So all that extra, I want to get the biggest ass, bigger than the Kim Kardashian and this and that. Nah, man, fuck, nobody interested in that shit. See, the problem with black women is you all think you know what we want. That's the reason why I'm never getting married. Because in a marriage, or in a relationship with a black woman, not all, listen to what I'm saying. So not all black women, but some women, it's like, y'all think y'all know what we want. And it's to the point where we don't even have a choice or say so. In a relationship. Nah, that can't be me. That can't be me, man. It is a shame what's going on in America. It's to the point where, no lie, man, y'all gonna have to start like importing women in this motherfucker. And black women is no disrespect. You wonder why, you know, these men are dating outside of their race. Why? Because they just don't want the attitude. Straight up, I'm gonna leave it alone. Because I already got, 6% of women looking at my shit? I don't want to lose the 6% I got. But I'm going to leave it alone after this. It's a real talk. It's like, I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to leave it alone. But black women, man, y'all got to do better. Y'all got to do better, man. Y'all have to let us get in that driver's seat. And you gotta respect this. You gotta respect this, man. And we're not talking about the niggas that ain't worth shit. We ain't talking about the baby daddies and all the rest of that shit. We're not talking about all of the mistakes you made prior to you meeting me. Or any other good nigga. Because you tend to want to blame us for you fucking Ray Ray and getting pregnant 3 times with his ass, knowing that he was a felon, only had a GED, and no license. You the fool that allowed that nigga to get in your car and drive off. Next thing you know, he gets arrested and the car gets impounded. Now you can't even pick up your children, drop your children off at school and pick them up, or let alone go to work. So stop blaming all men for your fucked up choices in men in the past. And another thing too, you know, I'm in total agreement to the late great Kevin Samuels on that. You got three baby daddies and 3 children by 3 different baby daddies, and now you want to be celibate. You better give up that motherfucking pussy. It better be a one-night stand. No, fuck that. It better be a 1-hour stand, nigga. You want to be celibate now. Who you celibate for? You already done fucked 3 different niggas? And you know how women are skeletons. You open up the closet, you try to hang your jacket up. This first time you met this bro. Oh, she's so fucking fine. You go over a house, you know what I'm saying? It's cold as shit out. So you got your leather jacket on. You go over a house and it's warm inside. You're like, yo, where can I hang my jacket out? Oh, go over there in that closet right there and hang it over there. You open up the fucking closet, skeletons, all types of skulls and arms and legs dropping out of the motherfucking closet. Because you know when a woman tell you I only had sex with 10 men, you better times that by 50. 10 times 50. That is. Got to do better, man. Got to do better. Men out there, if you don't know already, you are the head of your household. Act like it. And maybe, our black women will go back into place of being the feminine women that they were years upon years ago. Where they cooked, they cleaned, they took care of the house, they nurtured the children. And y'all lived a long life and was happily married for 50 years. Y'all celebrated your 50th anniversary. Nowadays, shit, y'all ain't even make it to 6 months married. Especially these celebrities out here. You know you all follow behind your celebrities. Yo, black women, turn off Beyonce. That's all I gotta say.